Hey y'all, hey, it's Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. Happy Monday, happy Monday. You know, the weekends they go by so quick, but this weekend I had a great weekend. I had a really good weekend and I didn't go anywhere and I didn't do anything. But sometimes that makes the weekend. My back was out, of course, and I'm feeling so much better today. I'm able to move better. I'm able to bend. I'm able to move around. I'm still taking it easy because I don't want to throw my back out again. But I'm grateful that I'm past the hard parts of my back. So, hello, Monday. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning. Happy Monday. We are here. We made it. You know, it is truly chilly outside. Do we consider this fall weather or winter weather? Because, baby, it's cold outside. I was talking to my son early this morning and he was about to take his daughter to school. And he was like, I really always hated going outside in the cold. And I'm like, listen, I feel you because, baby, I don't want to be out there either. It is cold, so I am counting down. How much longer do I have before I'm off to Jamaica? 2 months? Less than 2 months. I'll be in Jamaica, all right, for my birthday. And I'm so excited and I can't wait. God is so good because, I make these plans for my life and I say that I want to do things and I but my money don't always align with the things that I want to do. But for whatever reason, oh my God is good because everything that I say I want to do, for the most part, he gives me the ability to do, right? Even when I don't think it's going to happen, it happens. And so, good morning, mother. You call it the end of fall weather, baby, because baby, it's cold. Um, I didn't know how I was going to make it happen, but my Jamaica trip is paid off. All right. So I am off to Jamaica. I'm so grateful that I'm off to Jamaica because I thought everybody was going to get paid before me. But I am paid up and headed to Jamaica in about a month and a half. And I'm so excited about that. You know, it's been a rough couple of years, but even through the rough patches, I've been blessed. I've been blessed, so I cannot complain. Good morning, Brandilla. Good morning. And so, waking up on a Monday and knowing that, although times are hard and you're going through your trials and tribulations, knowing that your bills are paid, knowing that you don't owe anybody any money. I'm not talking about my bills money. I'm talking about personal people. Knowing that I don't owe any personal people any monies, that they're not chasing me for monies. That's a blessing. Even when I don't have a lot of money, I feel like that's a blessing. I wake up happy, y'all. I do. And I'm even happier because originally my son asked me to cook. Well, my granddaughter asked me to cook for Thanksgiving, but I had plans for Thanksgiving. So I was going to the grocery store this weekend to get all the stuff to start cooking on Tuesday, to deliver the food to him on Wednesday because I was going to be going someplace else for Thanksgiving this year since he sprung that on me at the last minute. But baby, he called me yesterday and said, Mother, you don't have to cook because my mother-in-law is cooking instead. And so I know you have plans to go. So if you don't want to cook, you don't have to cook because we'll just go over there. And I was like, so I don't have to cook Thanksgiving dinner. Even though I really wasn't in the mood for it, half of me was in the mood for it because it keeps me in practice for my cooking because I haven't been doing a lot of cooking lately and I really need to start back and start doing some cooking because I need to keep my man. I got to feed the man. And so I have to do better and I'm going to do better. But for now, I don't have to cook on Thanksgiving. I've been invited out to my boo's house for Thanksgiving. And so I'm excited about that. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. Good morning, Cheryl Lee. 26 degrees. Oh, you got snow? That's winter. I'm with you here, Billy. That's some winter shit. That ain't no fucking fall. That's winter. People upstate got a bunch of snow. I was like, oh my God. Donovan and Damaris got snow. I was like, see, when I used to live in Sparta up there with them, we used to get snow when nobody else got snow. I'm glad I'm not there no more. Child Brandy, I had to check myself. Yes, it is Monday. My alarm clock went off and I was like, what? Is it Monday? But it's a short week, y'all, because we got Thanksgiving on Thursday. What are the Thanksgiving plans you guys have for this year's Thanksgiving? Brandilla, I heard through the grapevine that you are baking this Thanksgiving. Are you going anywhere? Cheryl Lee, I know you're in. Where are you, Cheryl Lee? You're going to Connecticut for Thanksgiving. Am I correct, Cheryl Lee? Hillbilly, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Mother, good morning, Stacy. Mother, you and your 55 and older crew getting together doing a Thanksgiving meal. I forget. I think you said somebody was doing Thanksgiving in your building, Mother. And Stacy, I don't know what the hell you doing for Thanksgiving because you need to pack your shit and move. Stacy is on her way to Texas, y'all. Oh my God. In a week and a half? Stacy, you are leaving. Oh my God. Wow. That shit came fast, Stacy. Listen, who's on here from Texas? Nobody on here from Texas yet. Listen, I'm gonna have to call my Texas peeps to have them do drive-bys and check up on you, Stacy. I'm gonna have to call them. So if you hear this loud ass car, as soon as you get to Texas, send me your address, okay? Because I'm gonna send Ghost over there with his loud ass Mustang to wake up your neighbors. Okay, housemates are cooking the day before. Love it. Nothing. Sit around and cry, I guess. You gonna sit around and cry, Hillbilly? Why you gonna cry? You got the shine there. You know what I'm saying? The moon is shining by you. You know what I mean? The moon is shining by you, Hillbilly. Catch on. You won't be crying. You got shit that we want. Just a flight away. Can't wait. I know that's right. That's okay. We're gonna make your neighborhood noisy when I send Ghost over there. So happy Monday, y'all. So did y'all see? I woke up this morning, you know, and I scrolled through IG, and TD Jakes had a stroke. He was in the middle of a sermon and he had a stroke. Did y'all see that? You know, Hillbilly, normally it's just me on Thanksgiving, but this year I got invited out. So I'm so excited about that because I mean, I be so lazy on Thanksgiving. Like, I don't want to travel out all the time on Thanksgiving, but I'm going this year. I am. It was switched to here in Maryland because of the weather. My daughter asked me if I was bringing anything, and I say, yep, me. I know that's right. Okay, Cheryl, so the weather threw your plans off because you were originally supposed to be in Connecticut, so you're going to be in Maryland. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Valerie is not on here yet, but I wonder what she's doing for Thanksgiving. Valerie is supposed to come visit me in December. So I hope she gets to come visit me in December, y'all. I'm going to be so excited. Stacy, you're not even going to be here to hang with me and Val. Oh my God. I guess I'm going to have to grab upside when Val get here in December and hang out. We'll throw some energy in there for you too, Stacy. And I got to get Maria because, I got to take my girl out in the city and show her how we bar hop in the city, even though she's from New York. But she showed me around Buffalo. I got to do the same thing, show her my spots where I hop around and get my drinks from when she comes in December. Child, Cheryl Lee, what kind of stress TD Jake's been under? That MFer had a stroke in the middle of a sermon. And they showed a clip of the sermon before he had the stroke, and it seemed like a really good sermon, and it must have spoke to his heart, but I don't know. He had a stroke. What do you think, Cheryl Lee, he's so stressed about? You think it's the P. Diddy stuff? You think it's some other stuff? People This is the consequences of life. Now, I pray that TD Jakes is healthy and comes from under what he's going through. And also, we just have to be reminded that this is the consequences of life, right? We do stuff. I've done a lot of shit. When the consequences came around to bite me in the ass, I felt like I was going to have a stroke too. And I had to remind myself, Raw, you keep doing stupid shit, it's going to come back to you. And you're going to be stressed about it, right? And so I had to stop putting myself in places and in situations that was going to stress me. And so poor TD Jakes in one sense, because shit, he was having a party and having a good time with Diddy, not thinking that this was going to impact him. But who? I pray for his health. I do. Diddy, marital issue, God knows what. But baby, y'all motherfuckers need to think about this shit before y'all take y'all raggedy asses out there and do shit that y'all don't want nobody else to know about. Because when it comes out, look what happened. Go gives motherfucking strokes. Poor TD Jakes. Prayers go out to him. And so I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to be stroking. So did y'all see Kendrick Lamar is coming out with a new album, right? And basically in this album that Kendrick Lamar has coming out, he's basically voicing his disappointment. You know, it's so sad in the Black community, right? This whole thing over the Super Bowl and Lil Wayne not getting the Super Bowl because it was in New Orleans versus Kendrick Lamar, and why did they pick Kendrick Lamar and all that stuff. We as a culture just don't know how to congratulate each other for shit, right? So what? Lil Wayne didn't get New Orleans, right? Nobody, based on Kendrick Lamar's song, only one person congratulated him, right? He said Snoop, nobody else, only Nas. I believe he said only Nas came out and congratulated him. Nobody else congratulated him on getting the Super Bowl, right? All he had to hear was Lil Wayne is salty, right? It almost takes away from Kendrick Lamar's joy of getting the Super Bowl, right? And it just reminds me of how us as Black people, now everything is not all, so don't say it's not all, because I know it's not all, okay? But for conversation's sake, I'm just saying, you know, in our culture, we allow the jealousy to come in and steal away any good moments somebody else is celebrating. All right. Kendrick Lamar got the fucking Super Bowl. Why are we not proud of that? Period. Right. And we already went down the line of Super Bowls for years and generations. They have not picked people, bands, and specific people based on the cities that they're in. And so I don't know why this is such a big deal, but Kendrick Lamar's new song, I felt that shit. I was like, yes, he is basically some of these people that are not intellectually sound are listening to it and taking it as a diss track. But it's not a diss track in my opinion. And several other people had the same similar opinion as me. He's released a track that expresses his disappointment in our community. They couldn't even congratulate the man for getting the Super Bowl. That's some sad shit, y'all. And you know what? I don't know Kendrick Lamar and I don't know Lil Wayne. I don't know none of these motherfuckers, right? But I do know in my own life, that same shit happens. Your own people don't congratulate you on shit, right? They'll congratulate strangers. They'll congratulate somebody from a whole nother fucking culture. They will not congratulate you. They will not be happy for you because jealousy is an evil thing, y'all. I'm telling you. Jealousy is an evil thing. We need to set aside the jealousy and learn to be happy for our brothers and sisters when they reach an accomplishment, when they hit something big. We got to get more in line with celebrating each other because, baby, we are the worst. We are the worst. Right, Stacey, we don't. Large part why we are in the space we are. Period. Seriously. I always say if you don't want it known, don't do it. That part, you see, that's what's funny about me. And that's why when I first started my podcast, I was like, ooh, we raw. Nobody ain't gonna want to date you raw because you get on here and you tell your business. I tell the world about my shit. I remember, and y'all remember, the ones that been on my podcast for a while, when I told you my ex tried to throw up in my face that I slept with a married man at some point in my life. And I was like, oh, you throwing my dirt in my face? I was like, you think that hurts me? And I made a whole post and a meme about how I slept with a married man. And he looked at me sideways and said, I can't even believe you put that out there. What? You not no no weapon formed against me, right? Because I tell my own truth. The fuck? And I came on Coffee with Friends and I was like, yep, I slept with a married man at one point in my life. I'm delivered. I don't do that anymore, but I have done it. And he couldn't believe I said it because I said, just like Cheryl Lee said, if you don't want it known, don't do it. So when I do shit, I don't give a fuck if it's known. Because you know why? I'm grown. I do what I want. And you can decide whether you want to be my friend, you want to be my man, you want to be my girl, whatever the case may be, you can decide what it is you want to do. But I ain't lying and hiding about the shit that I do because I'm grown. The fuck? And so he couldn't believe it. He was like, you just go in there and tell your business. I do. And I do. Because somebody else is out there taking an abuse from somebody like you who's throwing their dirt in their face, all right, that they're trying to keep a secret. Me, that's not me. I don't be trying to keep shit a secret because secrets have power over you. They do. They do. And so when I came out and said it, I took the power away from him because what the fuck else could he say to me after that? Nothing. Nothing. Or he used to throw in my face, oh, sometimes you want to be with girls, sometimes you want to be with boys. Okay. My podcast folks know that too. So there's nothing. If you don't want it known, don't do it. I don't give a fuck. So that's just a lesson, y'all. When y'all go out there in the streets, hey Val, good morning. You go out there in the streets and you doing stuff, just keep that in mind. What I'm doing, do I want it to keep it a secret? Do I not want nobody to know about it? Think about that shit. Think about that shit. The actual truth. This way you ain't got shit on me. That part, Stacey, ain't got shit on me. What you want to tell? Because I could tell it myself. There is nothing in my life that I am so fucking ashamed of that I couldn't share right now. Because I have grown to accept who I am. I have grown to appreciate all the experiences in my life. They were my lessons and my blessings. And guess what? Nobody can use the experiences in my life against me. They cannot. And so don't do shit that you don't want other people to know about. That you going to be having strokes and shit about. Like Cheryl Lee said. The fuck? Listen, when we were in Texas, right? They all taking drinks and shit, right? And you know, these card games, they funny. You ain't had drink if you had take a drink if you ain't had sex in a week, or do this and do that. And you can see the eyeballs around the room looking around to see who the fuck in here had sex within the week and who the fuck in here. And I was cracking up. And people were like, well, you ain't drink? Niggas. Y'all worrying about other people not drinking. They done fucked in a week. You didn't. You drink. It was funny, y'all. It was funny. But guess what? I got a new game. I sent it to Debbie and Fancy already because they always get my new ideas because they're part of the planning and admin team. And this new game is going to be funny. This is going to be funny. I cannot wait until we get together and play this game. All right? It's going to be funny. Cheryl Lee said it's sad because Lamar looked up to Wayne and his music growing up. Ain't it sad, Cheryl Lee? Ain't it sad? Ain't it sad? Listen, I had someone ask me to refer to them a body butter company that they can order from. And I was like, you asking me what? I make body butters. How do you ask me to give you a company to order body butters from when you know I make body butters? See, people be trifling because they rather give somebody else their money than give it to you, which is what I never understood. That's another form of not supporting you, knowing that this is your business, but you would rather go to somebody else to get your products instead of buying from your friend. You know, I have one of my girlfriends. She texted me yesterday. I do have some regular customers, right? My girlfriend texted me yesterday, and even though we're friends and we hang out together, y'all know her, Maria. We hang out together. Listen, one day me and her got into a Cash App argument. She orders body butters from me all the time, but she also gives me a lot of stuff, products and stuff that she sells, shirts, hats, glasses, whatever, jewelry, whatever. And so when she orders body butters from me, sometimes I don't charge her, I give it to her. Because I said, you always giving me something. She kept sending me money through Cash App. I kept sending it back. We kept sending the money back and forth. And then she called me and she cussed me out. And she said, don't fucking send the money back. But that is one friend that always supports my business. She just ordered 6 jars of body butter. She was like, listen, bitch, it's winter time. I need 6 jars of body butter. And she's not asking for it free. So, I don't know. You're playing dominoes at your clinic? Oh my God, mother. The guys were so mad at the house because Ghost forgot to bring his dominoes and they wanted to play dominoes so bad. Oh my God. So they got to remember next year to bring dominoes to the house. Deb said, okay, but did Wayne actually hate or was it just his camp? I never heard Wayne hating and Kendrick didn't refer to Wayne hating. He just made a song saying no one congratulated him, basically, right? And so I think Lamar is based on his song, he's coming across hurt because he's saying that Nas is the only person that congratulated him for the Super Bowl. Snoop, Wayne, nobody congratulated him for this accomplishment. I don't think anybody said it was hate, right? But we're saying that there's just no support. Like, irregardless whether Lil Wayne got the Super Bowl or not, Lamar got the Super Bowl. And why are these other artists not congratulating him for it? So I'm not saying it's hate, but you didn't come out and you didn't congratulate the man. So what the fuck is that? That's a big deal. That's a big deal. All right, y'all. So, Mother, I already sent you the article on TD Jakes having a stroke. We talked about that before you came up. Wayne said something about don't wake up this sleeping giant. He did. Because that's what I was saying, Shirley. If you listen to the song, some people took the song as a diss track. And so when Wayne responded, don't wake up this sleeping giant, I feel like Lil Wayne might have taken Kendrick Lamar's track as a diss track. But when I listened to it, it didn't sound like a diss track to me. It sounded like a track of disappointment. But fuck it. If Lil Wayne wanna come out and mumble rap against Kendrick Lamar, he could do that. But I didn't take it as a diss track. But he did say don't wake up this sleeping giant. But shit, maybe he need to wake up so he can get the Super Bowl next time. The fuck? I mean, it's not like he's been out there performing or doing anything. So maybe he do need to wake up. I'm just saying. We are so shitty with the support for one another. But today is November 25th, y'all, and we are creeping up to Thanksgiving. We are creeping up to Thanksgiving, okay? And so I'm so excited. Right, Stacy? They don't understand. Stacy, because Kendrick Lamar, his rap is so deep. If people took the time to sit down and listen to it, Lil Wayne don't want to compete with that. He can't. He cannot. But see, if Lil Wayne was nicer, Lil Wayne's camp, I should say, was nicer, and they wasn't responding with stuff like "Don't Wake Up the Sleeping Giant," maybe him and Kendrick could have worked something out where Kendrick could have brought Lil Wayne out on a stage for a song or two. But nah, we don't think that way. We don't think that way. Yeah, he was Duffel Bag Boy. That was back in the day, right? But that's back in the day. What he doing today? We were going to listen to the old songs. We were going to listen to the old songs. Look what Lil Wayne put out since. I like Lil Wayne, but come on. I think they did a good pick with Kendrick Lamar. I think that was a good move. Kendrick Lamar was popping this summer. Put somebody on there that's popping. I agree with that. Kendrick Lamar raps over people's head, way over. I ain't gonna lie, Debbie, when he first came over, he rapped over my head too. I was like, what the fuck? You know, and then I said, hold up. Let me listen to this rap. And I said, oh, he's conscious rapping. He's talking about some shit. Right over people's heads. Right over people's head. That part, Stacy. Wayne too busy getting high. I mean, because come on, Wayne, put out an album. Kendrick Lamar was popping this summer. That song, They Ain't Like Us, that's the shit that got him the Super Bowl. Can you imagine when he bust that shit out at the Super Bowl and what was it? Drake or whomever was trying to put a cease and desist on performing that song? They bested the fuck not. He better rock that stadium with that song. Because come on. So today is November 25th and we are in the month of service. Damn, November is almost over, y'all. November is almost over. Valerie, Debbie, y'all ready for Jamaica? Because we only got a month and what, a week or two? We're going to be in Jamaica. So Debbie, I'm going to be on your ass like a tick on Friday. I'm going to be like a tick on your ass, Debbie. You ain't going to be able to dig me off your ass on Friday. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to call you Friday because me and Valerie are done. Valerie, I heard your trip was all paid off and Avia tried to throw that in my face. And I was like, hold up, I'm coming. I had to hurry up and pay off my trip because y'all were making me look bad. I'm the one who said I wanted to go to Jamaica and everybody's resort was paid off but mine. So now I had to trump y'all and pay off my whole thing, including my airline tickets. And now, what's up? What's up? We're going to be in Jamaica January 1st to January 7th. I reached out to Avia because I thought she sent me the information for the Buju Banton tickets. And I couldn't remember. I can't find where she sent it. But I pinged her and I asked her if there are tickets available for the Buju Banton concert. Please let me know so that we could try to get into that concert. Okay, so I'm working on that as well. I'm working on that as well. You said I didn't want to remind you. You didn't want to remind me what? That I owed money? I'm going to be in Jamaica poor. Okay, but it's my birthday, so I don't give a damn. I'm going to be in Jamaica poor. But guess what? It's all inclusive, and that's why I do that, because once I'm in the resort, I can eat and I can drink everything that I fucking want. I don't have to worry about that. Hopefully people are going to bless me with some cash apps for my birthday. Just throwing that out there, because you know a sister will be in Jamaica. Yes, that was Avia who texted us. Right. I can't find that text, Debbie. Can you find it? Debbie, but can you find that text? Because that's the text that I'm looking for. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. Hello, ladies. Got myself together and we'll be in Jamaica from the 3rd. I'm planning to go to this GA tickets are 80 online, but I am trying to see if I could do better. We are interested. All right, so I just responded to her text message to say we are interested. It's my birthday, so y'all all gotta go. I mean, Debbie, Valerie, y'all gotta go. It's my birthday. So we're all interested. And so let's see what Avia comes back with. Because I want to see Bougie Bontown while we're in Jamaica. I want to do some grinding and winding. I want to do it all. Okay? All right, let me get into this positive read now that I found that text. November 25th. The greatest service I can offer is being gentle with myself as I change. Woo, baby. When I read this message last year and the year before, I didn't understand it. I mean, throughout these past 2-3 years, I have evolved. I have definitely been conscious of who I am and some of the changes that I wanted to implement in my life. And it has been hard. It was hard. And it still is a process, right? And during that time, I was so hard on myself, right? I was listening to a clip that Erykah Badu, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly. But, you know, Erykah Badu was saying something to the effect of sometimes you have to walk away from your old self, right? Not leave yourself, but leave those old things with that, you know, your old self back here. And sometimes you have to walk away from your old self. And she said that is one of the hardest things you could do. You don't have to walk away from people necessarily, but you walk away from your old self and your old habits and the things that are not serving you. And she said that is one of the hardest things to do because you are tempted to go back to what's familiar. Good morning, Johnny. You go back to what you're used to. But she says you got to keep going and don't look back. And I was like, damn. Because she's right. Like a lot of times, you know, when you're in this mode of change, sometimes you're tempted to stay in the space that you're in because you're afraid that once you step out of this space that you consider your safe space and you step into a new space of change, it's not familiar. And so sometimes you get pulled back into your familiar space because that's where you're comfortable. But you got to keep going. Be gentle on yourself as you change, okay? Changing your life does not always mean that you stop doing certain things. It may mean that you start doing certain other things. It may mean moving your time, energy, and focus away from all the things you should not be doing and placing them on the things you should be doing. Rather than beating yourself up for what you are not doing, appreciate and celebrate the things that you are doing. When you shift your focus away from you do not want, you can create a vision for what you do want, right? Shift your focus away from the things that you don't want and focus on the things that you do want. Changing your life means learning a new way to be. Learning occurs in a loving and supportive environment. When you are hostile towards yourself, frustrated or angry with yourself, it will be difficult for you to learn. You will set expectations for yourself that you cannot live up to. How can you be yourself if you are against yourself? Learning occurs best when there is an attitude and an environment of acceptance. When you judge the mistakes you make as bad, you will be resistant to learning the lesson. How many times has someone else outside of you tried to make you feel bad for something that you've done, a choice that you've made? Right? You will be resistant to learning a lesson. If you were to be completely honest, you would admit that you don't want to be wrong. Nobody wants to be wrong. Being wrong makes you feel ashamed of yourself. When you really want to do is nurture Nurture the attitude that you are open to learning more about yourself, accepting more about yourself. This is the information that will inspire you to do something new. Rather than creating an internally hostile environment by focusing on what you must stop doing, focus on what you want to do. Choose a new course of action that will change the way you experience yourself, baby. Until today, you may not have recognized the things you do to yourself that make it hard for you to do anything different. Just for today, lighten up. Don't fight with yourself. Focus on what you do, can do, choose to do, and are ready to do. Today, I am making a shift in the way I focus on my activities, baby. Baby. And let me tell you something. I have definitely changed in, how I navigate in my life these days. I feel less guilty when I say no. I'm still struggling with no. But when I say no now, I feel less guilty. Um, I don't go in spaces that's uncomfortable for me, right? No matter what. I'm learning to set my boundaries, and those are things that I had to change in my life. And for people that have been around me for a majority of my life, is going to it's for some of them it's a hard adjustment because they're not used to me holding my boundaries, right? But I have to do that to protect myself, right? Because I so many times I have let people walk through my boundaries. I have, done things and I've put myself at risk for a lot of things, and I can no longer do that anymore. So, don't be hard on yourself as you change. And if you feel the urge to go back to that familiar space, that's okay. That's human nature. But keep reminding yourself that change is good. Keep walking forward. Don't look back. Okay? Uh-uh. No, no. Good morning, Ghost. Good morning. It might be too much walking from my back. Oh, you mean what? The concert? What you talking about, Valerie? Walking where? Who's walking? So I have a video to play for you guys. Valerie, what do you mean walking? Where are we walking to? Oh, the concert. Oh, it might be too much walking for your back. Hmm. Okay. And we said what we said goes. Kendrick will wipe Wayne off the map. We said what we said because people don't pay attention to Kendrick Lamar's words. That's why people will say what they say. But Kendrick Lamar is rapping about some real shit. Lil Wayne is rapping about his duffel bags. The fuck? All right, I'm gonna go play a video for y'all, and I need y'all to come back with your opinions. Oh, oh wait,
that's HIV.
wait.
Just and this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me as if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection? Why do I have to be the one to say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me, get to know me, let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step? Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby, that is not my responsibility. And I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, love you, bye. I'm HIV positive, right? And this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me as if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection? Why do I have to be the one to say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me, get to know me, let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step? Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby, that is not my responsibility.
Woo. Okay, so what do y'all think based on that? So I see Ghost said before any physical interaction happens. Um, Stacy said she go. Hillbilly said before you were in the bed. She just disclosed to the world, so don't worry now. Everyone knows. Exactly. She did. She should assume everyone is positive until she said, keyword. She said, assume everyone is positive until proven otherwise. I think everyone should move that way. We would have less outbreaks if we did. Assume everyone has it. Go get tested before anything. How often do you guys go and get your blood work? I go every 3-4 months. I go every 3-4 months because I have high blood pressure and my doctor monitors it. So I just get all the blood work done. Fuck that. Every 3-4 months, I go and get blood work done. Right now, originally, when I listened to that video, I was like, what the fuck? She needs to tell people. But then I really thought about it. And I said, what she's saying isn't that bad. What she is actually saying is we are responsible for our own health, right? And we can't rely on people to tell us that they are HIV positive or they have herpes or they have syphilis or they have whatever. We can't rely on people to tell us that. That what the message that she is sending is that you should assume that everybody got some shit unless you see some paperwork, right? She's saying, why should you depend on me to say that I have something before you take responsibility to make sure you are safe? I get that because everybody is not going to be forthcoming. They have this medication now where HIV is undetected. And so I believe, and I hope that nobody ever passed through my world like that maybe these people get comfortable and because they're undetected, they don't feel like they need to tell you. But you are responsible for yourself. Right? And so make sure you're doing your blood work. Okay. What do you mean not anymore, Ghost? It's still illegal. It's still illegal federally. You got to tell people you HIV positive before you sleep with them. What the fuck? But that's not what she said. She said on a date. She didn't say before she got physical. She said on a date. She said before she kissed someone, does she have to tell? She didn't say anything about sex. It is illegal not to disclose it in a lot of states. The fuck? I don't know about Texas, because Texas, that's probably why Texas got high numbers of STDs. But here in New York and New Jersey, you got to tell. Let me look this up, because Ghost. Good morning, Reginaldo. The laws are still in place, right? Now, it doesn't say, HIPAA laws protect you from having to disclose it. You don't have to disclose it to your boss. You don't have to disclose it to your friends. But if you are taking on a sexual partner, you do have to disclose it. Okay? It says may need to disclose it to certain sexual partners depending on your state's laws. There are some states where it is against the law. All right, let me see if I can find the states that implement this. Okay. It says, uh, how many states? As of 2023, okay, here we go. Here we go. As of 2023, As of 2023, 34 states have laws that criminalize HIV exposure. Okay? And if you want the CDC page, here is the CDC page that explains the laws behind it. So it is definitely against the law in 34 states to not tell a sexual partner you have HIV. So fuck around if you want to. Okay? Fuck around if you want to. Go to the CDC page and read up on it. The fuck? You know what, Ghost? I'm dead. And if you are HIV, why would you kiss someone and not tell? I don't know. Why is she still trying to be a hoe? She has no more. But I mean, who said she was trying to be a hoe? Think about it. How do you navigate your life when you have HIV? I mean, imagine being in a position where you have to tell somebody that you have HIV. That must be a very uncomfortable situation to be in. And some people didn't get HIV because they were irresponsible. Some people are born with it because their parents were irresponsible. I mean, the fuck? Ghost, you quiet now that I provided you the information. And it can be deemed as attempted murder. Okay? Go on the CDC page and read it. General criminal status such as reckless endangerment and attempted murder can be used to criminalize behaviors that can potentially expose another to HIV or an STD. Many states have laws that fall into more than one of these categories listed above. For this analysis, only HIV specific laws are captured for states with both HIV specific laws and STD communicable infectious disease laws. Only HIV or STD communicable infectious diseases laws are captured for states with both HIV and STD. Oh, I don't see your comments. Let me go up. For whatever reason, if you get, I read that one. You said no, it's not, and I proved it. I don't see no other comment. So there you go. There are laws. So if anybody on here is HIV or got some herpes or something, before you have sex with somebody, you got to tell. Because I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. Because I don't give a damn what nobody say. Besides fucking raw, people are not sucking peens with condoms on, and y'all are not licking each other's cootie cats with dental dams. We know that's not happening. So them diseases be rolling around in people's mouths long before, because people will have oral sex raw, and then they'll put protection on during intercourse, right? Thinking that they're being safe. But that disease is in your mouth already. Herpes is a sexually transmitted disease. What are you talking about, Ghost? It is sexually transmitted. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna have to keep going and getting y'all the information to prove y'all are wrong. Herpes is a sexually transmitted disease. What is herpes? Herpes is caused by the herpes simplex virus 1 or 2, known for causing cold sores on the lips, but it can also cause genital infections. Most often genital sores, but it can also infect the mouth. It is a sexually transmitted disease. STD only means sexually transmitted disease. You get herpes from from having sexual intercourse with someone who has herpes, the same way you get syphilis and HIV and gonorrhea and chlamydia and all them other shits. Okay? Herpes has been common, Debbie, because so many people have herpes. Okay. A lot of people are walking around. They say, before I even say, let me get the statistics, because okay, let me get the statistics. Okay. It says globally, 64.2% of people under 50 have herpes simplex 1, which is the primary cause of oral herpes in the United States. 50 to 80% of adults have HSV 1. No, and 2. Okay? Globally, 13.3% of people aged 15 to 49 have herpes simplex virus, primarily cause of genital herpes. In the United States, about 40 to 50 million adults have genital herpes. Herpes is and also, a lot of people with herpes have asymptomatic infections. Most HSV infections are asymptomatic, meaning that you do not have any visible symptoms. You don't have any visible symptoms. So herpes is one of those things, like Debbie said, is becoming more and more common. Okay? And people are living with it. Herpes is a common viral infection that's spread by contact. There are 8 different strains of the virus, but most people are infected with type 1 and type 2. Okay? So they're saying 50 to 80% of the people have herpes. Okay? And if you don't believe me, I'm giving you reputable links. This is the WHO organization. Y'all know what the WHO organization is. It's World Health Organization, right? That is our government WHO link. So you can go there and you can read up on that. That is the facts about herpes, okay? Okay? So that just gave y'all a little education. Yes, Debbie, yes. Even my GYN, she said to me, so many people have herpes and they don't even know it. Like if you go, a lot of people, they go for their pap smears and stuff like that. But if you really want to know if you have herpes, you should take a blood test for herpes. Because a lot of people have contracted herpes simply from drinking behind somebody else or whatever. And you'd be surprised what comes back in your blood work. You can have traits that show in your blood work that you've been exposed to it. They can tell you all of that from your blood work. So, you know, whatever. It's a high number, Debbie. You wiping humans out. I know that's right. So that's a message for y'all ass. Okay? Be aware of your health status and be conscious of where you are sleeping. The fuck? Happy Monday. Anybody got anything else they want to share? Anything exciting that they did over the weekend that they want to share before I end the show? Because I got to go to work, y'all. Okay, Ghost, I'll call you. Johnny said, no, thank you. I know that's right. Listen, this is my stance. Anybody who I'm dating, this is what I say. And I don't give a fuck. I say it. I promise you I say it. I'll let them know. Okay, me and you are officially dating, right? So if you bring me, if my stuff itch, burn, if I see a sore on my shit, we are together forever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to be the one going around telling people my story. We in this together. You're not leaving me and I'm not leaving you, because I'm not going to be the one to have to go out here at this big old age, be telling people that I got some shit that I can't get rid of. You stuck with me for the rest of your life. We in this together. The fuck? We going to be rubbing cream on each other. Because fuck that. Don't give me nothing and break up with me. How many will want a mushroom present? Can I send you my address? Can I send you my address, Hillbilly, please? Can I send you my address? Hillbilly, don't play with my feelings and emotions. I want to know, when people hear things like this happening, do it make them change the way they move, like, or feel? That's a great question. Like, for real? That's a great question. When y'all hear the stats on these STDs, does it make y'all scared? Because it make me scared. That's why I only be sleeping with one person at a time. I can't do all these multiple partners because I need to know who gave me the shit. I be sticking with one partner because I can't. And I be telling them, listen, you the only mother effer I'm sleeping with. So if I catch something, it's me and you. It's me and you. I've never been one to hop around like that. Like, I need to know where the fungus is coming from. Good morning, Pat. Don't kiss a baby anywhere on their face. And then, I've always believed that, Hillbilly. Thank you. Please shout it out to the motherfuckers in the back of the room. Everybody be trying to kiss your baby. You be like, what? Stop kissing my baby. Don't kiss my baby. And some people be like, oh, God, she don't want nobody to kiss her baby. Well, you eating cootie cats and sucking beans and then want to come and kiss my baby? No. Nobody should be kissing babies in the face but the parents. Let it be on them if some shit popped up. I'll need one to send it. Okay, I'm gonna send you my address, Hillbilly. I send it to you on Discord in the private chat. Oh, look at Cheryl. Cheryl, look at Cheryl raising her hand. I know that's right. Only me and Cheryl raised our hand. Valerie, you didn't raise your hand for the mushroom? Huh? Shit. Okay. Ciao. All right, so y'all, before I end the show, we are heading towards the end of the year. So in January, after I come back from my birthday trip, I am going to hunker down and start planning the next series of Coffee with Friends adventures. The first one that's going to happen is West Virginia, right? Because we're going to try to go to West Virginia around May, right? Around May or June, right? So Debbie and Fancy, don't forget about that. West Virginia. We're going to hang with Hillbilly. We're going to go visit Nut Nut. We're going to go get that all out the way. So I think how we're going to do that is, I think Debbie and Fancy were planning on flying here, and then we do a road trip and we drive to West Virginia. But we'll figure all that out because we can all share the drive to West Virginia. Valerie, I don't know if you're going to West Virginia, but if you are, let us know, because depending on how many people are going and how we're getting there, we have to figure out what kind of car we're going to rent. Because I mean, we could use my car really and truly, but I don't know if everybody could fit. So that's what I have to figure out. Well, Virgin Islands is what I'm looking into. I'm Debbie, for the Coffee with Friends soiree. So let's pray we can get something on the Virgin Islands for a reasonable price. Okay. And so the first trip will be West Virginia, but in parallel to planning the West Virginia trip, because that's not going to be much planning needed. That's just a hop in a duffel bag in the car and go. But I will also start to put together the end of summer soiree. I'm going to try for the Virgin Islands, St. Croix, something in that area, and see what we can get there for a reasonable price. I'm also going to be looking into probably a couple of months after that for a house in Florida for Friendsmas. And I know everyone's not going to commit to going to all the houses. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. And then, of course, I have to plan the Friendsgiving. So I have four major things to organize. The West Virginia, I'm not going to call that major. So, but definitely the end of summer soiree, the Friendsgiving, and the Friendsmas are three major events that I'm going to plan. For Friendsmas, my first Friendsmas, I'm going to limit it to a certain amount of people, because what I find is that when I first announce these trips, a lot of people are excited. A lot of people say they want to go, and then ultimately people drop out at the end. And it becomes an administrative nightmare for me. And so for the Friendsmas trip in Florida, I am going to limit the amount of people that can book on that trip, because it'll be my first Friendsmas. And I'm going to allow what I call my VIPs. The VIPs are the people who always show up on these trips. They are going to get first dibs in the house, to get space in the house. If I have additional space after that, I will open it up for additional people to onboard for Friendsmas, right? But I'm going to pick the house in advance. And if the house only holds 12 people, I don't care if 13, 14, 15 people want to go. They will not be able to attend this trip, okay? I have to do it that way because my sanity. I'm a one-man band, and trying to organize all of this is hard. And so I'm going to do things a lot different. The VIPs will always get first dibs on the trips. And then if I have rooms and space available, I will open it up to the rest of the population, right? For those that are serious, if you're serious, right? Because I know some people on here don't be serious. So, um, If I made cakes that will allow you to watch them grow and pick them yourselves. Wait, what? Okay, hillbilly. Our shoots, but I'm just going to stop kissing them all together. If I had a baby, I definitely won't want people kissing their hands or face, right? Because babies put their hands in their mouth, right? Like we see people can be a a sim simple things. Want the babies to stay pure as possible. Yeah. All right, so I done taught y'all some lessons on STD this morning. So can y'all now get off my live and be more careful and go out there and buy some condoms and shit? Asymptomatic. Okay, asymptomatic. Of course. There's a lot of people that are asymptomatic. So be careful. And you know what? We take a lot of shit lightly, right? But even to the smokers out there, when y'all are puff and passing, right? You know, I can't elaborate any further on here, but when y'all are puff and passing, keep that in mind too. You know, that's why some people don't like to smoke behind some people because they're not sure. So keep that in mind too. But with that, y'all, I didn't play my song this morning, but I'm gonna play my song Leaving. All right. Y'all move with peace and love. All right. And make sure that y'all are keeping your ears to the ground for my upcoming trips that are coming so that you guys can on board. Okay. Now, I've been gentle, y'all. I've been gentle with the pricing, right? And I've been paying out of my ass. Like this last trip took me out of budget at least $600, right? Because I onboarded a chef. The groceries were extensive more because I wanted to have a full spread Thanksgiving meal. So now learn lessons every year I learn, okay? And so I'm going to have to spread those costs around a little bit because everybody enjoyed that chef service, right? Everybody enjoyed the fact that they could just wake up in the morning, take a shower, put their clothes on, and come down and get breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Everyone enjoyed getting a sandwich made for them at lunch, right? Everybody enjoyed having dinner prepared for them and ready for them at dinner. You did not have to do anything in the kitchen, okay? And so now that I know that flow works, and it doesn't disrupt the flow of what we have going on games and all this other stuff because we have someone that's manning the kitchen, all those costs and everything will be incorporated in the next rental of the house. Okay. Now, the other thing is in the house, what I have not done, what I will be doing going forward is we will have a cleaning schedule. You know, that will include men and women. Okay. Fuck that. Men know how to wash dishes. They know how to do shit. Okay. So we will have a clean schedule where people are responsible for cleaning. They don't have to cook because as long as we have the chef, we have somebody cooking. But we do need people to be washing the dishes and taking the garbage out. Okay. All right. So my thing is, you know, learn lesson every year. I learn something, right, to implement for the next trip. The things that we did well, we all got along in the house. The liquor was flowing. Everybody came in with their liquor like they were supposed to. And we had a great ass time. Okay. And so as long as we keep our feet to the ground, every year will get better. Next Friendsgiving is going to be in San Antonio, Texas. That's where we're picking. I know I just love Texas because I'm going to be a cowgirl, right? But I've never been to San Antonio, right? So why not go? Right. And it's only 3 hours away from Houston. So the Houston family that still want to go, just take the 3 hour ride and come to the house in Houston. See, I know Debbie and Fancy are going because I'm in their car. They got to go. I'm in their car. Yes, next year. We're going to have that, Debbie. I thought about it this year. I did think about it this year. I did. But, you know, every year we're going to get better. Okay. And so that's definitely in the plans for next year, Debbie. So you know what? This is the second time you read my mind. Y'all, we were sitting at the table. I can't tell you what it is she read my mind on, but we were sitting at the dining room table. And I thought about something and I glanced at Debbie and she said, I know just what you're thinking about, Raw. I said, you do? She said, yeah. Just go ahead and do it. It's not too late. I said, it's not. She said, hurry up, go do it. Good morning, Smokey. And I said, this bitch knew what I was thinking. Debbie, you remember that? I never said a word. I just looked. And Debbie said, you got time. You can still do it. I know what you're thinking. And I was like, how the fuck she know what I'm thinking? That was crazy. So, Debbie, it's funny that you said tip jar because that was already on my mind. Okay? That was already on my mind. And the reason being I'm going to do that is because the person that rents the house is responsible for any incidents that happens in the house. And so I was very stern in this house. Like, y'all better not fucking have no incidents because I'm collecting money. But accidents do happen. Okay. And so this year, I mean, for the next series of trips in a house, we will have a little tip jar where the liquors is. And I would expect people to be dropping monies in there in case an incident happened at the house. I'd have something to help cover the expenses. Okay. Use paper products as much as possible. Paper products where? Wait. Use paper. Oh, I done spit all over myself. Use paper products for what? Hope there was a love offering. No, there wasn't. There was no love offering. There was no fucking love offering, Brandilla. Nobody left a love offering. But we gonna get it next year. Shit. We gonna get it next year. Thank you. Well, with that, y'all have a wonderful Monday. I'm going to go and do my work now, y'all. But y'all have a blessed and wonderful Monday. And remember, no matter how low, you can still go. You can also get liability insurance to ask people to pitch in on that. Liability insurance on the house? For us to eat on raw. Oh, we must grab paper plate. Oh, yes. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, so that we don't have as many dishes. That's a good point. That's a good point, Debbie. That's a good point. I like it. That's a good point. Yes. Learn lessons. Thank you for that, Brandilla. Thank you for that. So I'm going to bid y'all a farewell. And see, Brandilla, you need to come so that you can be on the planning and administrative team too. The fuck? See, Debbie and Fancy automatically on it because that's where I stay. I stay at Debbie's house and I'm there days early. And she helps me get all my stuff and everything that I got to get done. I mean, she was the one that ultimately had to usher me to the emergency room. Poor Debbie. I hated to drag you out your house, Debbie, for that emergency room. But baby, I couldn't take it no more. But I'm so blessed that when we got there, it was empty. Well, Cheryl, you did. Cheryl Lee, you did. I heard about that. Cheryl Lee, you absolutely. I meant to tell you, Cheryl, I didn't know you gave an offering until. Okay? But that offering was to the chef, which was very nicely. Thank you, Cheryl. That offering you gave to the chef was really, really nice. When he told me about it, I was really touched by that. But we need a house love offering as well. Okay? And maybe if we just have one jar and we put it out there, then it could be split between the chef and the incidents or whatever for the house, right? We're going to figure it out. But Shirley, you did show the chef some love. Yeah, we were fine. We were fine. We had no incidents, but we can't account for that every year. Yes, I'm going to be there because I'm a life project manager. Oh, we both do the same thing. I'm a project manager too, but in IT. She do, Debbie. I didn't find out until after we left the house. I was like, go, Cheryl. Okay? Okay? That was our Uber money from the airport. That was our Uber money. All right, we could get insurance through the Airbnb company. We could do that. We could do that too, Johnny. You're right. We could do that too. But y'all, I got to go. But I love having y'all, and I hate to see y'all go. But I'll be back again tomorrow. But in the meantime, between time, oh, don't want to play? Oh, my song ain't playing.
Auxiliary mode. Bluetooth mode. Connected.
Oh, y'all, my song ain't playing. What's happening? What's happening?
Even
There you go.
when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still
Oh,
go.
you're a friend.
I never answered to no, man, I still go.
This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Raw to D-Bone. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Move with peace and love and get this message on the way out. Hustle hard.
Every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit my way or the highway.
And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I've gone through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain.
Hey!
Hit the switch and you can go and obtain.
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key.
Ingredients, believe. Better see with the negativity.
But I just slide right by that energy.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. Peace, y'all. Thumbs up. That's right, Valerie. Thumbs up on your way out. Huh? Hope so, Brandzilla.